I'm one of 12 pitchers on the 24-man roster for the Summer Tokyo Olympics. And then in 2017, I was part of the World Baseball Classic Team Israel run that went through Korea and then into Tokyo, so a couple of times. I probably feel better now than I did post-college years, and it just, if you need anything else to be motivated than going to the Olympics, I mean, you have a problem. So I've been training with some really, smart people that help me, I guess, personalize my workout. That's the biggest thing with sports. It's like too many times you kind of fall into a routine of, you're basically doing the same workout that someone who's 15 years younger than you, or the same workout that a position player has. And I've been working out the past 7 months on a specific workout that is curtailed to me with good recovery and something that fits both my age, my physical ability, and the sport that I'm in. The folks that I'm training with now really put an emphasis on a lot of stretching, a lot of kind of repetition and strength, not necessarily bulking up, but really just a lot of weighted balls, a lot of flexibility and mobility. And when you're younger and with the knowledge that they had when I was playing college and pro, it didn't exist. So to be able to practice now in a facility and with people that train you with up-to-date information on what they have on training is great, and I'm taking advantage of that. There's a lot more science now that just allows much more flexibility on the type of training you get. It's really, if you look at any player in the bigs or any other professional athlete, it's really it's not necessarily a person or a system. It's just you have to vibe with the person. They need to be able to kind of tune into you. It's just finding the right person that fits you, that you see results. So it could be the same system taught by two different people. It could be a specific facility. It could be a specific location. So I just found kind of the niche of the right person with the right system that works for me right now. There's an ongoing relationship with folks like Dan and Spear that's gone back even before, back to 2007 when I met Dan, and folks that have kind of come back every year. And I do remember, first time I went to Spear, it was, after, when Dan only had 1 or 2 different clinics. That's anyone who's played competitive sports, has probably has been introduced. The training and practicing and playing really for any athlete goes all year long. So you have the folks that you have to rely on, doing these tournaments where the team gets together, and then there are folks that you're outside of that network that allows you to kind of stay in shape. And in my case, with Spear and with Dan, it's the same people. So that definitely helped. Have someone who knows you and has been with you for a long time allows them to better monitor what works for you, and the transition between whatever training or medical help you're getting during the off season helps with the transition going into like a tournament like this, where you have that kind of relationship already built. So having both a workout partner and a coach, mentor type of person that you could kind of rely on to both push you and, again, build a personalized program for you is key. Spear has been, especially in New York. I live in New York, so I get Spear and Team Israel. I've been good friends with Dan for a long time, so seeing him build the empire that he has in the East Coast, and then just, I can't even tell you how many times I've kind of relied on Dan to, both get me in for a quick evaluation or help me get in to see a doctor, if it's something beyond his ability to kind of diagnose. And then, of course, just being able to get physical therapy and training with, really the highest level of people is, it's beyond value. I've seen probably 6 or 7 different Spear folks over the years, just depending on the timing and how close I was, if I was commuting from home or coming from work. The consistency and the level of people that work there, and again, I'm not just saying it, is so high. I've never gone to see anyone, I'm like, yo, Dan, can you please hook me up with someone else? I mean, it's been, and again, super personal people. Everyone, you know, it's like people come to City Wine and say, I know Schlomo, you know, you'll get the extra, you know, you'll get the extra love and devotion. Same thing with this. PT has, I think, evolved like just exactly like the training of baseball. You know, I was talking about. You know, the science is trained. It's you know, traditionally you think PT, you break your bone, you go and just work out and do the scope in which PT is viewed on. You know, it's a lot of stuff that I work on is like being with it mentally, being able to deal with it physically, and not only stuff that you work there, because you know, 1 hour a week or 2 hours a week is not enough for you to go get back to, you know, be able to recover from an injury or not be able to recover. It's really what is in the PT, you know, location, and then what they give you and the tools that they give you to work outside of it. So, you know, I go to Spear, I know I'm gonna get not only like a, you know, a massage that's gonna help me kind of relax my body and my mind and kind of get into that. I'm gonna get, you know, the actual physical work. I'm going to be getting exercise to work at home. I'm going to be able to get that kind of personalized workout to both do, you know, and being able to monitor my progression. So I would say it's a much more 360 approach these days of what PT is than, you know, just a one-dimensional thing that maybe still a lot of people do feel it is and what it used to be traditionally. When I go to PT, I'm not trying to recover my hamstring so I could just be able to walk again. I'm doing physical therapy to be able to play competitive sports again. So that's a whole different approach on it. It's not, you know, it's not once a week and then I'm done and then I'll be able to kind of function in society. I want to function in society and to compete at a high level. So it's two different approaches. And I mean, I sometimes feel fine and still go to physical therapy. I mean, like I said, physical therapy is almost like a workout, even being able to maintain your physical being sometimes requires physical therapy, especially for people that are stuck in the office and, you know, don't have a really active job. You know, it's probably going to be a little harder. It's hard to go from 0 to 100 in any situation. So, you know, as long as you stay active and I would say, you know, a big thing that's a big part for me is, you know, work on being athletic, not necessarily in the sport that you're doing. So, you know, play multiple sports, you know, do stretches that maybe you would see a ballerina doing or you know, throw from a different angle that you normally throw, or do something that out of your normal routine, because that kind of just helps you get athletic. I mean, playing a sport and in life, you need to be able to kind of react